Origin of the flu. The evolution of the influenza virus came from birds and swine. There are two key processes that influenza viruses evolve through are antigenic drifts and antigenic shifts. Antigenic drift is when an influenza virus antigens change due to the gradual accumulation of mutations in the antigens, HA or NA gene. According to research, the flu has been around for 1,500 years. The history of influenza began with Hippocrates, who first reported that an influenza-like illness spread from northern Greece to the islands south and elsewhere. According to data, the 1918 influenza pandemic was the most severe pandemic in recent history. It is estimated that about 500 million people, or one-third of the world's population, became infected with this virus. But as time changed and more cures started to come about, the death rates concerning the flu began to dwindle. As of right now, today, seasonal influenza viruses infect 5 to 15% of the human population each year, resulting in 500,000 deaths. It's still sad that this many people are still dying from the flu, but it has gotten better over the decades. There was a total of 3 flu epidemics counted throughout history in the 20th century. In the years 1918, 1957, and 1968, all 3 being identified by their presumed sites of origin, Spanish, Asia, and Hong Kong. They are now known to represent 3 antigen types, H1N1, H2N2, and H3N2. The classifications for the flu are A, B, C, and D. Influenza A, Influenza B, Influenza C, and Influenza D. The types, type A and type B, cause the annual influenza epidemics that have up to 20% of the population sniffling, aching, coughing, and running high fevers. Type C also causes flu, however, type C flu symptoms are much less severe. The flu structure varies since it has multiple variants, but the virion particles are usually spherical or ovoid in shape and 80 to 120 nanometers in diameter. And sometimes filamentous forms of the virus occurs as well and are more common among some influenza strains than others. The classifications of the flu has changed through time because at first there wasn't really a name for them, and like any other virus, it will begin to grow and attain new variants. But the transmission of the flu hasn't really changed. Most flu transmission typically occurs through when a person inhales these droplets or enters their eyes, nose, or mouth. So through sneezing, coughing, anything of the sort, that is how you get the flu. And that was how it was attained way back in BC. Same with the spread. It goes along with the origin of the flu. The spread of the flu hasn't really changed. It's been the same for a while now through interactions with other peoples. Dated back all the way to the 1800s, being in contact with a person causes you to get the flu. And with there not being any vaccinations back then, all it did was grow and expand throughout time. A person that has the flu or has encountered the flu can spread it up to 6 feet through sneezing or coughing. So it doesn't matter if you cover your mouth or anything like that. If you're in contact with the person that has the flu, or if that person was already on that bus, in the car, at your workplace, and they sneezed in that one spot, those germs would still be there.